Hello everybody and welcome here to the NOS Energy Cup Series, race number 27 out of 36, playoff race number 1 of round number 1. On the pole here today at Chicagoland Speedway is Trent Dunham, who missed out on the playoffs. Next to him, Daniel Day, and then it is Tristan Allen, the first driver out of 18 who is starting the highest up front in the 6 car, who's a playoff contender. Then it's Chris Washer. Dylan Pote, another playoff contender, starting 5th. Then it's Garrett Snyder, Alex May, Levi McIntyre, Liam Ervig, also inside the top 10 for playoff contenders, and then Dylan Thoreau rounding out the top 10. So only 3 playoff contenders starting inside the top 10. I see Dylan Young there. He's in 11th. Then Charles Jackson's next to him. He's in 12th. That's another playoff contender. Next one I see, Jackson Gleason there. There's Jack Radigan, another playoff contender. There's Cody Lamas and Steven Gonzalez starting next to each other. They're 2 playoff contenders. Joseph Lombard, another one. Seth Cole, he's another playoff contender. Same with Mike Becker and Daniel Gilbert there in the 20 and 43. Then we've got Joshua Mudd and Sean Henley, another 2 playoff contenders. And Miles Anderson in the 5, he's a playoff contender as well. And then Ian Dutta, there in the 83, who is coming in as the number 1 seed, even though the top 6 are all tied in points. And then from 7th on back to 18th are all -5 back. Ian Dutta still coming in as the number 1 seed. And then you see Charles Belding there in the 27. I believe he might be the... Yep, Charles Belding is the furthest back starting playoff contender. So he's got a lot of work to do if he wants to get up to the front and maybe lock himself into the chase, into the next round. So Trent Dunham is starting on the pole in the 1 car. Let's get the quick command to start the engines and get these cars rolling.
Drivers, start your engine!
Alright, they've gotten the command to start the engine. The cars shall be rolling here in the next few seconds. There they go. Make sure nobody is having any issues. From what I can gather, it doesn't look like anyone is. So that is good to see. Let's take a quick little break and we'll be right back with the green flag. Alright, we are back, coming to the green flag, this time by pace car shall be coming off here very soon. He will be enter turn 3. Trent Dunham, who is actually the regular season points leader by about 1 point, I believe, over Jackson Gleason, and still missed out on the championship or the playoffs because he didn't get a win. And basically by mine, we're doing any driver who won is into the chase, so that's why we have 18 drivers, and Trent Dunham missed out, unfortunately. So here we go. Pace car is off. Trent Dunham and Daniel Day bring us down to the green flag to start the playoffs at Chicago. Everybody 2 by 2 as we enter turn 1. I don't see any real 3-wide moves, honestly, not yet anywhere, at least not from what I can gather. It doesn't look like, yeah, look at that. Everyone's looking pretty clean to start this race. I did 1 test race before this to make sure the track was alright, and everyone was just 3-wide right away, but we already see 3-wide right there with Charles Jackson. But I mean, the test race I did, they were 3-wide, like 3 by 3, about 4 rows deep, so that's why we had made a wreck pretty early on. As you can see, we're actually starting to get 3 or 4 rows deep of 3-wide back here. Would not be surprised to see an early caution, that's for sure, but we've made it about a lap and a half, which I am very happy about. Trent Dunham still continues to lead. There's more 3-wide. There's Dylan Pote going for 2nd. He's going to hang on. I think the caution... Nope. Okay, never mind. I thought the caution was out. I thought I saw something go... I thought I saw some yellow lights, but I think we're all right. But, I mean, oh, I am amazed that these guys are going this far without having any sort of issue. Oh, I don't know how long they're going to go, though. Oh, man, they are getting close. But so far, so good. Trent Dunham still leading. Has quite a big lead over Dylan Pote in the 9. Those 2 have kind of broken themselves away from the rest of the field. Daniel Day has slotted himself into 3rd. Tristan Allen looks like he's going to be moving into 4th. Garrett Snyder and Chris Washer battle for 5th and 6th. Dylan Young has moved into 7th. Alex May has fallen to 8th. Nick Pericles is in 9th, and Dylan Dunham is 10th, and I believe the caution is out. I did see the yellow lights flashing, I do believe. Yes, pace car is out. Let's see how... Oh, Jack Radigan and Sean Henley, 2 championship contenders right there. Possibly Seth Cole as well. Tim Fiegel with some damage. Maybe Zoe Mudd got some damage. Yep, Zoe Mudd is well involved. Maybe Joseph Lombard. I can't tell. Maybe he might have gotten away with it. See if anyone else has any damage. From what I can see, no. But 2, maybe. Actually, no. So 2, possibly 4, maybe even 5 championship contenders look to have been involved in this crash. And let's see if these guys do come down to pit road. And it looks like they all are. Maybe except a couple. Looks like Sean Galligan's staying out. It looks like he might be the only one, from what I can see. And indeed, looks like he is the only one that is not pitting. So it looks like Sean Galligan will be our leader coming to the restart. But let's take a quick look at what happened around caution number 1, involving a good handful of championship contenders. Alright, so here's what happened coming off of turn 2. There's 4, count them, 4 playoff contenders right there. Jack Radigan, Seth Cole, Sean Henley, and Ian Dutta, all 4 wide. And they just kind of get all pinched together right when they come off turn 2, right there, right into Zoe Mudd. Nowhere for all these guys to go, and Joseph Lombard actually just misses this wreck, so my apologies for him for saying he was involved in it. I think Daniel Wales also missed it. There's Tim Fiegel sliding, there's Jack Radigan, Seth Cole, there's Sean Henley just sliding down the front straightaway. Zoe Mudd got away with just some rear end damage. I think Seth Cole and maybe Tim Fiegel are the ones that got away with the least amount of damage, with Jack Radigan and Sean Henley. Those cars are definitely not going to run as good as they were earlier. So a terrible start for Sean Henley, who's actually pretty hot, who started up there in that top 6 with 2 wins in points. Same thing with Seth Cole. Actually, was, I think he's -5. Same with Jack Radigan, but still 3 championship contenders definitely taking one heck of a hit to start this race off, start this playoff season off. Let's get back to your restart, as Sean Galligan will be your leader for the restart. Alright, welcome back. Sean Galligan, like I said, is still your leader. Then it's Trent Dunham in 2nd, Daniel Day 3rd, Tristan Allen 4th, Dylan Young in 5th, Dylan Dahm in 6th, Alex May 7th, Cody Lamas 8th, Liam Urwig 9th, and Jax Gleason rounds out your top 10. Dylan Pote has a terrible pit stop as he was 2nd coming out of pit road, fell all the way back to 12th. 2 cars out of the race. Jack Radigan and Sean Henley, 2 guys who will get the least amount of points today. So that's a terrible way to start their playoff contention. So here we go, green flag. Sean Galligan brings us down. Now, how fast do you think these guys will be able to do away with Sean Galligan? I mean, he is on a little bit older tires. I mean, they're not much older, but he will have to pit probably here in a little bit, I would assume. Tristan Allen looks like he's going to try and go for 2nd on Trent Dunham, and he looks like he may be able to clear him. I'm not too sure. No, doesn't look like it just yet. Still got a fender on him. Galligan continues to lead. Lots of action back here. Steven Gonzalez way in the back. There's Ian Dutta. We're another championship. There's Mike Becker there. There's Daniel Gilbert as well. Charles Belting has actually moved his way up a little bit towards the front. He started back in like 38th, all the way up to about 21st now. Maybe even further up. We'll see. Let's take a quick look when we cross the line, see where he actually is to be completely for sure. Looks like still 21st. Dylan Pote is falling back even more. He's 18th now, possibly back to even to 19th. Had a terrible pit stop, and he's still falling back to start. There's Miles Anderson and Charles Jackson. Ooh, a little bit of 3 wide there. Alex May, Jackson Gleason, Daniel Day. Ooh, Daniel Day almost hit the wall. And it looks like Galligan continues to lead. Tristan Allen, who is a playoff contender, is in 2nd, looking to lock himself into the next round right off the start by winning the first race in the first round. And he might be in good shape because we do know that Galligan does have to pit. But I don't know if these guys will. These guys might be good to go the rest of the way, to be completely honest with you. A lot of hard racing right here. Oh, maybe 4 wide, possibly again. Oh, that might not be good. Oh, that does not look good. Not at all. There they go! Into the wall goes Cody Lamas. Not a good way to start for him. Oh, another crash. There's Mike Becker as well. There's Levi McIntyre getting in it. Oh, Lombard got sideswiped by Zoe Mudd, and Charles Belding got involved as well. But Cody Lamas, he's definitely done for the day. Another couple championship contenders. Lombard got involved in it. You saw that there. There's Lamas, Lombard, Belding. There's 3. Seth Cole with more damage. That's 4. Tim Fiegel. Mike Becker I saw go around, so that's 5 playoff contenders that were involved in this wreck. Oh, that's just not good. Let's see if all these guys actually pit here. I wonder. Well, I would assume Galligan will. I would assume. But let's take a quick look. Let's see if all these guys do pit or if they stay out. But it looks like everyone's going to pit here. Maybe. No, actually, Alex May is going to stay out along with Garrett Snyder. And Charles Jackson and Mike Smith and Nick Pericles. You can see Kyle Thomas back there as well. Trying to get back to maybe them. Yep, there's Kyle Thomas there. Trying to get, let's see, who else? There's someone else that stayed out there I didn't see. Oh yeah, here's a big gap. Okay. So Kyle Thomas stayed out. So did Joshua Mudd, Sean Harple, Dylan Poteet as well, Chris Washer, Keaton Atkinson, Liam Merveg, Miles Anderson, Cole Daly, Joey Stone, Zachary Fitzwater, Ian Dutta, Daniel Gilbert, Ryan Acosta, Dylan Thoreau, Steven Gonzalez, Mike Becker, surprisingly, and Michael Norman. Both those guys needed some repairs, it looks like, but maybe they're okay. But it looks like Alex May will be our leader on the restart. Let's take a quick look at what happened around caution number 2 here at Chicago. Alright, so here's what happened coming off turn 2. Much like the last wreck, it's almost in the exact same spot. Rohit Vidarvu, Mike Becker, Cody Lamas, and Daniel, they were 4 wide, and they just kind of pinched together. Vidarvu comes up, into Mike Becker, into Lamas, into Daniel. They hard into the wall they go. You can see Daniel Gilbert actually does not get hit anybody. But then Daniel Voiles has nowhere to go. He runs into Daniel Day. There's Dylan Thoreau. Seth Cole runs in the back of Charles Belding. You can see Stephanie Gardner also getting involved in it. There's Fiegel getting involved in it. And then Joseph Lombard looks like he's about to have this thing miss. He's trying to avoid Vidarvu here. And then along comes Zoe Mudd and just sideswipes him right there. So not good for Lombard, as he looked like he was going to miss this wreck. But a bad break for a lot of these guys, because most of these guys are definitely going to be out of this race. You know what, let's take a quick little onboard look of Cody Lamas here. Watch this this race go away for him. Nothing he can do there. Not at all. You can see already, like I said, the smoke already coming out of that car. He is definitely done for the day. Bad break for Cody. And a lot of the other chasers involved in this one. Let's get right back to your restart. Alright, welcome back. Alex May still leading. Then it's Garrett Snyder, Charles Jackson, Mike Smith, Nick Pericles, Kyle Thomas, Joshua Mudd, Sean Harple, Dylan Poteet, and Chris Washer rounding out your top 10 here. A few more guys out of the race. Zoe Mudd, Seth Cole, another championship contender, out of the race. Rohit Vidarvu, Cody Lamas also out of the race, another championship contender. Then it's Daniel Day and Tim Fiegel also out of the race. A couple guys lapped down. Stephanie Gardner, Joseph Lombard, Charles Belding, and Levi McIntyre, but they will all be out of the way, I guess. So 30 cars on the lead lap. Alex May is your leader, has yet to win this season. Looking for their first win. Here we go. Green flags in the air, and we're underway here at Chicago. Back underway, I should say. Look at Charles Jackson looking to the outside. Look at Garrett Snyder looking to the inside of Alex May. He's going to be there. He's got help from Mike Smith. Snyder also looking for his first win. Smith's going to look to make it 3 wide for the lead. Down into turn 3. Does Smith have enough to take the top spot away from Snyder as they come off of 4? It looks like he might. Snyder's making a run back. But it's still going to be Smith at the line leading this lap. Here comes Charles Jackson back to the inside. And oh, Washer into the wall. Made a little bit of contact, I believe. I think even with his teammate, Keaton Atkinson, I believe. I think that's who he made contact with. As Mike Smith takes over the top spot, and the caution is out. Oh, huge crash! Joseph Lombard upside down. Dylan Young as well. Even more championship. There's Sean Galligan, who was leading at one point. So the caution is back out once again. Mike Smith still leading. Levi McIntyre there. There's Lombard. There's Washer. I think so. Washer in that wall might have been what started this. I believe. I think it's what maybe made this sort of thing happen. Well, I gotta see if these guys do pit here, because remember, some of the guys did come to pit road last time under yellow. Let's see if the leaders who stayed out will come in this time. Let's take a quick look. Oop, wrong way. Looks like everyone's staying out. It looks like from what I can see. Anyone coming in at all? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Joshua Mudd. What happened to him? Something happened to Joshua Mudd. I didn't even see that. Looks like he might have ran into the back of somebody under caution. See if anyone up here's got any front end or rear end damage at all. Not that I can see. But where was Mudd running before that? Unless he might have been involved in that wreck, to be honest. I'm not sure. Actually, he might have been involved. I didn't even see that. Well, it looks like everyone's staying out. Let's take a quick look at what happened. Let's bring out the caution for the third time today. Right now. Alright, so here's what really kind of started everything. So Chris Washer and Keaton Atkinson, two teammates, get together right here. Or actually, no, what happened to Washer? So he had like loose or something, hits Keaton, and he kind of rides up against the wall here. We'll kind of speed it up here a bit, because this does take a little bit to figure all this stuff out. So as he's coming down the racetrack, guess who runs into him? None other than his own teammate Dylan Young runs into the back of him. Nowhere for Levi McIntyre to go, nowhere for Lombard to go. Sean Galligan, I don't know what happened to him, but he was way back there. He must have had a bad pit stop. Nowhere for Charles Bellion to go, nowhere for Mike Becker. Then there was another incident on the racetrack that happened here with Joshua Mudd. So we gotta find him here. There he is. So here's what happened with Joshua Mudd is they were coming across for the yellow flag, coming into turn 1. I don't know if he moves up or Kyle Thomas comes down, but as they go into turn 1, Thomas I think comes down and just turns Joshua Mudd hard into the outside wall. And that ends the day for Joshua Mudd. Didn't even see that happening. I don't know what Kyle Thomas had an issue with the Joshua Mudd, but he just took a playoff contender out of this race who was running inside the top 10. So what a terrible turn of events for Joshua Mudd, along with everyone else who was involved in this terrible wreck back here. Let's take one more look at it, honestly. Let's take a look. Let's go on board with Joseph Lombard, honestly, because he does go for quite a ride here. At least from what I can gather. So these guys just kind of see, they kind of see the 12 coming down. Let's move it back just a bit. And you can see there goes Dylan Young right into him. And Lombard's slowing down, but right, nowhere to go. And then he's going to slowly take a little tumble. End up back on his wheels, I think, or back, nope, on his roof. Then he ends up on pit road. So that's what happened. Bring out the caution. Huge pile up into, or coming off turn 2. Let's get back to your restart. All right, welcome back. Your leader, Mike Smith, Nick Pericles in second, and Garrett Snyder in third. All those guys looking for their first win. Then Charles Jackson, Alex May, Keaton Atkinson, Kyle Thomas, Sean Harple, Miles Anderson, and Liam Erbig rounds out your top 10. A few more guys out of the race, including Joseph Lombard, Levi McIntyre, Charles Belding, Mike Becker, Chris Washer, and Dylan Young, and then last but not least, Joshua Mudd as well, and then Stephanie Garner is one lap down. 26 cars back, still on the lead lap. But here we go. This will more than likely be, actually this will be the last restart, because if we get a caution again, the race will be over. So here we go. Mike Smith leads us down, looking for his first win. Green flags in the air, and we are back underway here at Chicago. Already see guys all over the racetrack battling for position. 3 wide all the way back there for third. Oh, Kyle Thomas got moved up out of the way. There's the 3 Dodge teammates all right there. Right together. Kyle Thomas may have a problem with that damage. Obviously, might be on the right side there. But who knows, actually. Ooh. Alex May kind of slowed up Keaton Atkinson. They're coming out of 4. Coming to 3 to go. Mike Smith has a pretty nice gap on Nick Pericles in that 47. And Charles Jackson wants to get up there and possibly lock himself into the next round. He may come out of this place with the points lead, to be honest. because of all the bad runs from a lot of the guys, including like Sean Henley and Ian Dutta, who's actually closer to the front, I think. Actually, no, Ian Dutta's coming down pit road. Oh dear, never mind. Something wrong with Ian Dutta, or maybe he has to pit. I think they're. Oh, Keaton Atkinson also came down as well. Do these guys have to pit? Can they make it on fuel? We'll have to see. If they come down the back straightaway, it looks like Mike Smith may have a nice, good enough gap on Pericles unless he has to pit. We'll see here. Oh, it looks like he is. Mike Smith is coming down pit road, it looks like. He is indeed. Anyone else? Alex May as well. Same with Miles Anderson there, I believe. And now Nick Pericles is your leader on the white flag. One more lap to go. Oh, and the caution's out, actually. Did the caution come out before? The caution came out before they crossed the line just there, so it looks like Nick Pericles is going to be your winner. Looks like Tristan Allen went around. We didn't get to see if these guys would make it back, but it looks like Nick Pericles is going to end up being your winner here. Oh, Charles Jackson, do you have to pit? I sure hope not. Oh! Atkinson just sideswiped Pericles there. But it looks like Pericles is going to come across the line, and he will be your winner here at Chicago. Ian Dutta's going to not go a lap down, though. So Pericles wins. And it looks like Joshua Mudd is going to be, or not, why did I say Joshua Mudd? Charles Jackson's going to be second. It looks like Garrett Snyder's going to be third. Sean Harper will be fourth. Dylan Thoreau will be fifth. Joey Stone will be sixth. Dylan Poteet will be seventh. Jackson Gleason will be eighth. Trent Dunham ninth. And Dylan Dahm rounds out the top 10. Does Sean Galligan without a hood end up 21st? He does. So it looks like we got to take a quick pause here and actually trying to see maybe what happened. Still don't know I don't think we actually know the official results here. Oh, maybe we do. So somehow Liam Murray's going to finish 15th even though he retired from the race already. So we're going to keep this recording going here. We're not going to stop recording. We're going to take a quick look and see maybe what happened between Tristan Allen and I think maybe Liam Ervig. Stop. Oh, maybe. Okay, so maybe it happened. So it happened at turn 4, I believe. I think it might be something coming to pit road here. Or what happened? Oh, Ervig I think just retired just because the race was over. So I think, let's see here, because Kyle Thomas was slowing up a lot, and they think he just comes down on Trent Dunham here. And he doesn't. It looks like he's going to take out another championship contender here. And he will. Look at that. And turns him head on into the wall. Jeez, that's a hard lick to the outside wall for Tristan Allen. And it looks like a lot of these guys do end up hitting right at that moment, which is really disappointing. Look at Sean Galligan passing all these guys. Let's see, where does he end up here? He's going to cross the line in 11th, I believe so. So poor Tristan Allen, bad break for him right at the end of the race. He's going to get taken out by Kyle Thomas. That's the second driver Thomas has taken out. I was hoping these guys would stay green, and I was hoping, because I think it looked like Nick Pericles and Charles Jackson were going to have a nice battle to the end there. But either way, it looks like Nick Pericles is going to be your winner here today. We'll export those results. So Nick Pericles is your winner. Charles Jackson second. I've already gone through this, but I'm doing it again. Garrett Snyder third. Sean Harple fourth. Dylan Thoreau fifth. Joey Stone sixth. Dylan Poteet in seventh. Jackson Gleason in eighth. Trent Dunham ninth. And Dylan Dahm rounds out your top 10. And then obviously Sean Galligan is in 11th there. Then it's Daniel Voyles in 12th. Michael Norman 13th. Kyle Thomas 14th. Liam Ervig 15th. Cole Daly 16th. Daniel Gilbert in 17th. Zachary Fitzwater in 18th. Mike Smith in 19th. And Alex May rounds out your top 10. You take a look at the rest of your finishing order. I do believe that Charles Jackson will be your points leader after this one. I believe. I don't know. Where's the highest finishing 2-win person, I believe? I think it's... oh, it's Ervig in 15th. So I do believe Charles Jackson will be our points leader at the end of this one for the playoffs anyway. But a lot of guys who were in the playoffs had a bad race. Sean Henley, Jack Radigan, Seth Cole, Cody Lamas, Joseph Lombard, Charles Belding, Mike Becker, Dylan Young, Joshua Mudd. A lot of guys with bad finishes. Ian Dutta, who came in here as the #1 seed, he just finished as 26th today. There's Miles Anderson, 23rd. Tristan Allen is 22nd. Steve Gonzalez, 21st. And obviously, I went through with the rest of them. So Nick Pericles is your winner. First win of the season, kind of playing spoiler to the rest of the field as he wins here today at Chicagoland. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next race, I believe, at New Hampshire, which should be just a fun race. I love New Hampshire. So that should be great. And once again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Congratulations, Nick Pericles, one last time. And the regular points will be at the end of this video, along with the playoff standings. I think I'll put the playoff standings after the regular points, just like I did the last race before the playoffs started. After when I did for Richmond, like I did. So be sure to stay to the end of the video to see where you are in the playoff standings, and if you want to see where you are in the regular standings, to see if you're actually still having a good season. So once again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.